Lindsay, mommy. I am here with Katie Whitestone. She is the owner of Lovestruck Images, founded in West Springfield?
And actually Arlington in 2009, but then we moved down here. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Okay, well, obviously I'm Katie. I lived all over the country. Grew up mostly down south, so you will occasionally hear my accent.
Yeah.
I came up to this area for a photography internship, actually, and met my husband in a wedding. So
That's awesome.
Now I'm here.
Yeah.
We were both in the bridal party in a wedding.
That's really cute.
Yeah. So his best friend is my cousin's husband. So we are all still very close.
Okay.
And we moved to Springfield 2015, I believe.
Okay.
So now we have 2 little boys.
Yeah. So what was the internship?
Food photography.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I have a commercial degree.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you get that?
My commercial degree in North Carolina at Randolph.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what is your experience with photography?
Well, I wanted to try photography forever, but the schools that I went to didn't have a photography program.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get started until college.
Okay.
And then I went to college in Charleston, South Carolina. So
Charleston. Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
But really, as soon as I kind of got into the darkroom, I just felt it. Like it was just the thing that I wanted to do, the thing that I was good at, the thing I felt,
Yeah.
And so ever since then, I finished what they offered because it's not a big photography school or anything like that.
Okay.
I left there and went to photography school. I have a commercial degree. Most photographers don't actually have a degree, but mine is not necessarily for what I'm doing. So I came up to DC for an internship with a food photographer.
Okay.
Renee Comet, who was amazing. And I ran her studio and photographed for some local publications. The Post, Virginia Living,
Oh, nice.
Washingtonian.
Yeah.
And then the recession hit.
2008.
So,
Yeah.
So I started doing weddings on the side.
Okay.
And just really realized I'm a people person. Like, if this pandemic's shown us anything, it's who needs people and who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
My husband doesn't need people. I do. But so I'm definitely a people person. So weddings really showed me that I really enjoyed that side of things.
Yeah.
And, they're so special, being able to be with somebody on, such an important day.
Yeah.
I really just love documenting all of that. So from there, I kind of moved into wedding photography and started Lovestruck.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what is a commercial degree? What does that mean?
It's more advertising.
Okay.
So what I do now is more portraiture.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
commercial is more like food, ads, models, headshots, things like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Like things that would be published
in
magazines and things
Yep.
like that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so what was the inspiration? You kind of just answered it, but what was the inspiration behind starting your own photography business?
Really, it was just kind of the way I moved into it.
Yeah.
Once I started working with people, I knew that that's really what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I did primarily weddings for a long time.
Oh, okay.
So I started Lovestruck in 2009 as a wedding photography company.
Okay.
And did mostly weddings, even through having my first child.
Okay.
And then kind of just, it's a natural progression, right? Number one, you become a mom.
Yeah.
And everything in your whole world changes.
Yeah.
But number two, my wedding clients were also having babies.
Yeah.
So it became a really natural progression to move into family photography.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you have a lot of customers where you did their wedding and then did
I do.
their family
Yeah.
newborn pics and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, actually I haven't seen a client in maybe 10 years and they just booked my Santa mini. So I'm like, oh my god, I haven't seen them since their wedding.
Yeah.
So that'll be really neat.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love watching families grow. And usually I photograph the first baby and then family photos and then the second baby and maternity in there and
oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh. Well, people must really connect with you to
absolutely.
You come back,
Absolutely. There's a lot of photographers, right? I think one of the most important things is that you feel comfortable with somebody and, for your wedding and for your family.
Yeah.
It's really important to just have that ease and be yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Yeah. Well, it's probably also helpful that you have kids now, so when you're photographing kids, you're have the patience.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah.
People always tell me that. You have 2 boys also.
Yes.
People are always like, oh, I've got two wild kids. Is it going to be okay? I'm like,
don't you worry.
Yeah. And then when I do weddings, people are like, I have a family of like 15. And I'm like, it's fine. I can handle it. Like,
yeah.
If I can handle wild children, I can handle a family of 15 adults.
That's right.
Like,
yeah. Adults. That's what you hope at least.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So what's the meaning behind Lovestruck Images?
It was really, really hard to name a business.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, you've named kids, right? It's super hard unless you just knew your whole life what a name was going to be. And so for Lovestruck, I was only doing weddings at the time.
Okay.
So I wrote down all the words that went with weddings and love and all this stuff, and then I worked on combining them.
Yeah.
Just trying to find something that wasn't my name. It wasn't just about me. I also had other photographers when I did weddings, just weddings.
Okay.
And so it couldn't be just me, right? It couldn't just be an umbrella. So I chose Lovestruck just by combining words really and seeing what fit for weddings. So now I feel like it's a little odd for families, but I'm not going to change it probably.
I don't think so, because like there's a lot of love in families.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
the progression. I just enjoy that I still see my clients and everything. So,
that's awesome. Now, do you still have other photographers that work with you?
I don't.
No, 'cause you're doing the portraiture?
Yeah, I do less and less weddings. I even work for some other companies on weddings occasionally, but because I just do so much family now.
Yeah.
So I don't need more photographers. It just became too much, I think, and I really like the personal aspect of being a photographer.
Yeah.
And I kind of lost that when I had other photographers, right? I didn't get to know the couples as well. Wasn't there on the day. I didn't know who the mom was. Like that was really weird to me. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I stepped back.
And then you're also like trying to manage people.
Yeah,
you know?
that wasn't the hard part. It was just really losing the personal touch to me that felt so weird. So now I stepped back to just me.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, like what makes a great photograph?
Oh, it's definitely emotion.
Yeah.
110%. So now I do a lot of like families looking at the camera or, Christmas cards and stuff like that. And it's fine. It's just not my favorite. My favorite is the emotion, is more candid. Like at a wedding, I can see who the family is, right? I know them. So when somebody's giving a toast, I know where to look, and I get that emotion from like just seeing everybody respond to things.
Yeah.
And you get that in families too when you have time to do a little bit more candid. Like a toddler's first giggles or newborns. So squishy, like a mom looking at a newborn, candid family shots, kids running around with their parents and just pure happiness. So that's definitely my favorite part of the job is the emotions behind it.
Yeah, and just like, and you don't even know you're probably catching it right away.
Yeah,
you see it and then like, oh.
In a wedding I do because I look for it, right?
Yeah.
But in the family stuff, it's like when I look back later and I can feel the warmth that was there.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So what are your goals over the next year?
So we always have goals, right? You always want to grow. I think within this year I'm probably really going to focus on newborn. And really trying to find a style and seeing if I really want to like specialize in that as things go on. I mean, I'll always do families. I'll always do a few weddings. But just a little unsquishy, and I'm not going to have any more. So I like holding other people's. It's like being the fun aunt. So I'm just going to try to find a unique style within it, though, and
that's awesome.
See how that goes.
Yeah, everybody. I feel like newborn, I don't know, maybe like when newborn photography became so big, like we didn't have that when I was a newborn, it was like you had Polaroids or like the random shots, but now it's like everybody does it and it's great, but
I also feel like it's gotten a little too far. So one of the things that I would really like to work on is pulling it back to being just really about the baby. Like there will still be some props and stuff, but maybe more monochromatic, more neutral, where it's just really, when you look at the picture, you don't see all the stuff, you see that baby.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's kind of what I'm hoping to work on honing in on, is just pulling back and really focusing on the little details, little fingers, the little squishy,
the toes.
I know, the toes.
The baby toes. Oh, that's awesome. That's a great goal.
Thanks.
And then, so you guys were in Arlington and then moved to the Springfield area.
Yeah.
So what do you guys, and you have 2 boys like I do, what do you guys like to do as a family in the area? Do you guys have favorite things?
Oh, we do. And of course the pandemic really showed us all the wonders of nature.
Yeah.
Right?
What can we do outside?
Yeah. So we homeschooled our 2 boys for the pandemic, or I should say I did. My husband worked at home.
Yeah.
And as a photographer, I luckily had the ability to do that because I pretty much work on weekends. So we did a lot of hiking, hiking. They were little.
Yeah. Nature walks.
Nature walks, yes. And splashing through creeks and throwing rocks and, you know, all that kind of stuff. We went to all the nature centers and all the little farms and all that kind of stuff. So that's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
What else? Let's see. In our area, I like just relaxing at the pool during the summer. I feel like that's, you know, a goal is to just like have as much time there because I feel like it's relaxing. It's childhood, right?
Yeah.
So we really enjoy that, and then with fall coming up, it's my favorite season. Though I'm usually pretty busy,
I'm
but
sure. Yeah.
my favorite is all the festivals and the pumpkin patches and the apple cider donuts.
Yes.
And so I'm really excited for all that too.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was like Googling all the fall festivals last night to see, because like the kids have off next Monday, so I'm like, or this Monday, I guess. Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't even looked at the calendar.
Yeah, so I'm like, maybe I can find like a festival to take them to or something.
I hope so. They just went to the Burke Festival with my husband.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Loved it. But so my little one keeps asking, Mom, I want to take you to the Burke Festival.
Yeah.
Just not one day, because then it rained the second day, right?
That carnival that they do like down there? Okay, I was thinking the Burke Nursery one.
We have so much junk that came from that carnival all around our house.
I'm sure.
But no, we love Burke Nursery. I used to take them there every year, so we will probably do that.
Yeah.
Now that they're a little bit older, go to more of the pillow jumping.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like Burnside Farms. That's a great one.
Oh, okay.
The Tulips. Have you ever done the Tulips?
No, I haven't. Is that in Maryland? Or is that in Virginia?
Maybe? Nokesville, Virginia.
Nokesville, okay.
Yeah. It's really fun. And so it's like all the fall fest stuff, but it's like fields of flowers. So
Yeah.
it's really pretty.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so last thing, if people want to get in touch with you or kind of see your work, what's the best way for people to do that?
Awesome. So my website's lovestruckimages.com. I'm on there. I'm on social media, Instagram, Facebook.
Awesome.
I'm not great at social media. I'm getting better. A little bit at a time. But yeah, you can check out my website. We've got some mini sessions coming up. So I've got Santa.
Yeah, I saw that. That one's at Simon Stricker House,
the historic schoolhouse.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
I have never been inside. I pass it every day because I live right there.
It's so amazing. So a plug for Simon Stricker Historic Schoolhouse. If you haven't checked it out, it's open the first Saturday of every month.
Oh, it is. Okay.
And you can go in and see they have vintage desks. They have like a school marm. It's one of the few remaining one-room schoolhouses. It's quite amazing.
Okay.
So yeah, my sessions will be there this year, and I'm super excited to be able to use that space.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I saw like that on your website, and I was like, oh, that must be so really cute. Yeah.
It's so cute. Yeah. And I love old stuff. So like you walk in and you just feel it, right? You just smell. And I used to collect vintage bottles with my dad, growing up. So we would like scour flea markets for vintage bottles. So
like glass bottles?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of really cool bottles around our house.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, very fun. Yeah, so check out lovestruckimages.com. I will also have all that information on a slide at the end of the interview.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate you coming on. And
absolutely.
Getting great to know all about your awesome photography business.
Thanks.